a club rising from the ashes. Two young prodigies redefining what it means to wear the Blaugrana shirt. And a legendary former striker who cannot hide his admiration for what he is witnessing from afar. While the spotlight divides between Real Madrid's dominance in the Champions League and the rise of petrodollar-funded clubs, something extraordinary is happening in Catalonia. Silently, almost imperceptibly to those not paying attention, Barcelona is building something few imagined possible after Lionel Messi's departure and the financial crisis that shook the institution. In a revelation that caught many by surprise, Luis Suárez, currently at Inter Miami alongside Messi, publicly confessed his fascination with the current Barcelona. The Uruguayan striker, who made his mark at the Catalan club between 2014 and 2020, spared no praise when speaking about the work Hansi Flick has been doing with the Blaugrana squad. "I love today's Barcelona. They have impressive rhythm, system, and efficiency. Barca is playing at a very high level," Suárez declared in an interview with Mundo Deportivo, before highlighting the two names that, according to him, are the team's true differentiators. "There are two players who really stand out and make the difference: Yamal and Pedri." What makes Suárez's statement even more significant is that it comes from someone who played alongside Messi, Neymar, and Iniesta. Someone who knows exactly what excellence means at Camp Nou. And now, this same player points to two youngsters as the protagonists of a new era. Pedri, at just 21 years old, has taken on the responsibility that once belonged to Xavi and Iniesta, being the maestro of the Catalan midfield. With privileged vision, precise passes, and a unique ability to find spaces where they seemingly don't exist, the Spaniard has become indispensable to the functioning of the system implemented by Flick. Meanwhile, Lamine Yamal represents something even more extraordinary. At 17, the young prodigy already carries the weight of being compared to Messi. With disconcerting dribbles, impressive speed, and tactical maturity unusual for his age, Yamal doesn't just promise, he already delivers. His precise finishes and creative assists have been fundamental to Barcelona's success this season. When Hansi Flick took charge of Barcelona, many questioned whether he would be able to implement his philosophy in a club with such specific DNA. What few predicted was his ability to blend the tradition of tiki-taka with modern elements of pressing football and quick transitions. The result is a Barcelona that maintains characteristic ball possession but also knows how to be lethal on counterattacks. A team that dominates territorially but doesn't get lost in lateral passes without purpose. In short, Flick has achieved what seemed impossible, honoring tradition while promoting evolution. The most exciting thing for Blaugrana fans is that this is just the beginning. Both Pedri and Lamine Yamal are still far from reaching their peak. If they are already capable of enchanting a striker of Luis Suárez's caliber, what might they do when they reach full maturity as athletes? Barcelona seems to have found not just replacements for their past legends, but true heirs capable of writing their own chapters in the club's rich history. In a football world increasingly dominated by economic power, the Catalans are betting on their most precious DNA, the ability to develop extraordinary talents. Barca is playing at a very high level, Suárez reinforced in his interview. And when a striker who scored 198 goals in 283 games for the club makes such a statement, the football world should pay attention. These aren't just empty compliments from a former player, but genuine recognition from someone who lived through the best moments in Barcelona's recent history. The Uruguayan, who now plays alongside Messi at Inter Miami, knows how to recognize greatness when he sees it. And what he's seeing in Pedri and Lamine Yamal is nothing less than the future of world football developing before our eyes. Do you enjoy this analysis about Barcelona's rebirth under Hansi Flick's command and the impact of young talents like Pedri and Lamine Yamal? Don't forget to like this content and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analyses about the football world. Share your opinion in the comments. Do you agree with Luis Suárez that these two youngsters are the great differentiators of the current Barcelona?